I love Refraction Railway 6. You get to encounter how many new boss fights? You get to encounter 3 new boss fights with honestly very fun mechanics. So let's start with Refraction Railway Section 1, the first section. This is basically a sneak peek to what the final boss would become. You get to clash against these 3 skills and basically apply additional damage multipliers for basically the entire Refraction Railway. And that's a theme that you will see throughout the entire railway. Your choices that you're doing right now will affect the future boss fights and the future fights that you'll have in the entire Refraction Railway. And I honestly find that incredibly fun. Then we move on to Section 2. Section 2, we get to fight against Yinglong. I like this boss. This boss is simple, honestly, very simple. A lot of the boss's difficulty, as well as challenge, is winning against the clashes. Specifically, you have to win a clash, all your clashes actually, against the descending pin. So if you don't, then the boss will drag out for longer. And honestly, I like this skill so much. The entire point of this skill is that if you lose the clash, he summons a flower bearing pin and you have to destroy it ASAP. But if you win the clash, well, you do fixed damage, specifically 300 damage to his head, and you get to have a unique clash win animation, which is you literally parrying the descending pin back into his head. That's fucking awesome. Then you have other skills that just makes it easier to clash. Like, honestly, this is not needed, by the way, not needed. You have some threatening team nooks if you don't win. It's like, yeah, simple, straightforward. Another threatening team nook. Another threatening team nook if you fail to win against the descending pin. But generally, the entire boss mechanic is you winning clashes against the descending pin. If you win the clash, again, you have a cool and unique clash win animation of you parrying the pin into his head and doing damage, okay? And then if you're able to destroy the shield via either doing your raw damage, doing your status effects, or just winning all your clashes, then he eats you and you're fighting against the Heishofax. I'm not pissed. I'm just scared as shit. Because this boss fight, this entire fight, was a pain in the fucking ass. Okay? Pain in the fucking ass. Anyways, you have the Crimson Jade. The entire game of the Crimson Jade is that if you destroy it, you get to have Dragon Spirit. And the Dragon Spirit thing here basically allows you to block damage one time. Like a pure block. And guess what? Lord Honglu gets to cast his Tarnished Blood first turn. You can't avoid it. And if you know how the ego works, you would know that killing him will lead to your entire team getting nuked. So you see the idea of the fight? You destroy this Jade, get the one-time damage resistance, kill Lord Honglu, tank the Tarnished Blood using that one-time damage resist, and then wipe the entire team of Heishos after killing Lord Honglu. Because Lord Honglu will just keep sending skill 3s with his passive, and you want to avoid that as much as possible. So you kind of have to kill him before killing the rest of the team. But you killing Lord Honglu and then Malphas will make the entire fight super easy, super straightforward, and it's just a normal NV Picataloop fight. A lot of the difficulty and a lot of my resets are from Lord Honglu and the Tarnished Blood. And if you're able to fight this entire thing, which would take most of your resets, you get to fight wave 3, Yinglong again. This guy is bleeding from the skull. You parried so many pins back into his face that he's now bleeding out. And guess what? The entire boss mechanic is basically the same. You want to deny him basically burying his pin. You deny this as much as possible. You don't want him to spawn it. If you spawn it, you're gonna start getting hit. And as you can see, I was making sure that he doesn't spawn it, so I didn't discover the skill yet. I don't know what the fuck happens if it spawns, because I was avoiding it. I was religiously avoiding it. Anyways, you're just avoiding the pin from being spawned so it doesn't get stronger, so you're able to avoid whatever this skill is, and you just generally win most of your clashes. what I like about this boss is that it has a unique win condition. You have to destroy his spine. If you don't destroy his spine, the boss will continuously come back. Cannot be killed as long as his spine is intact. And another cool thing is that if you destroy his scales, you disable his danger passive. If you destroy his head, he gets fragility every single time. So your entire gimmick is that you destroy his head, you destroy his scale, and you destroy his spine, and he just collapses as a dragon. And if you're able to beat this 3 phases of continuous bloodshed, you get to fight the Pupa. In which if you're able to destroy the 332 shield within 1 turn, you get to disable the future boss's passive, or a part of 1/3 of that boss's passive. And you have to be very wise with which part you disable. Because trust me, that boss fight is painful as fuck. Then you have section 3. I'm gonna focus on mostly the scissor one. I like the scissor one. You're playing 2 games. You're playing rock, paper, scissors, and you're playing tag. She has a very high rolling block in which it gets decreased if you kill her friends. And then you're able to play tag with her friends, which is the middle team, by the way. You can play tag with a friend, and the guy that is it will do basically no damage, will take a shit ton of damage, and you're just tasked with tagging the person within 3 turns. What if you fail tagging the person in 3 turns, even after they have no damage, they take a shit ton of damage. Even after they have those 2 as a debuff, even after they get debuff as hell, if you somehow didn't kill a guy, well, bad luck. Your entire team takes a shit ton of damage, and one guy gets into insanity. This is what I want in a boss fight. A very simple mechanic that you can easily execute, and a major punishment for failing to follow the mechanics. Anyways, returning back to the boss fight, you have like 3 attacks that applies power down, and then an attack that interacts with the power down. So basically, you just want your sinners to win against the clash, get applied power down because unbreakable coin, and then using that sinner to clash against this skill, because this skill immediately wins if it has power, if your sinner has power down, and if you let her win the clash, she heals your team. And so the entire gameplay loop is playing rock, paper, scissors, playing tag, and eventually she has 1 teammate left, and then she casts this absolute tickle monster of a skill. Tickle monster. You can either just block it with a defense skill and she does no damage, or you win the clash against it and she deals no damage. And guess what? This skill only clash a maximum of 24. You can't lose against this. You either block or you win the clash. And if you're not confident in winning the clash, you block. And then after that, she gets staggered. And you can kill her within 1 to 2 turns. Simple as that. Yeah, then, well, skipping Hohenheim, you have the Pupa again. Same thing. You destroy the 333 HP shield. You get the disabled passive again. Then you move on to the next Refraction Railway. The entire nurse fathers, the 3 nurse fathers. But let's focus on the Pupa. Then you get the Pupa again. Again, 333 damage shield. And you disable future passive. Now, this is where all your choices affect you right now. The 3 passive you disabled, plus whatever the fuck you did here, plus the 3 attack type and attack affinity debuff you did here, will all come down to this final boss. The boss that can do a shit ton of damage, can heal a shit ton, can apply a shit ton of anti-heal. You're cooked here, basically. But what I love about this boss is the fact that you're able to choose which attack pattern to basically avoid. She has 3 attack patterns. This boss has 3 attack patterns in which you're able to control it. These 3 has like a starting 15 stack, I think, and it stacks up to 30. All you have to do is to attack one of these 3, or like just attack these people to lower down the stack. And if you lower down the stack, then the boss will not choose that attack pattern, because it only activates the highest stack as their attack pattern, and you're able to decrease the stack for attacking the Pupas. So yeah, so you basically choose which one do I not want to deal with? Do I want to deal with the past? Do I want to deal with the what do I want to avoid? Do I want to avoid the past? Do I want to avoid the present? Do I want to avoid the future? And then you just attack which one. It's simple as that. And well, yeah, I have not much to say about this boss. It's just you choosing which one to disable. Honestly, this boss can kill you. I'm just gonna say this here. No matter how much you win the clash against this boss is gonna kill you. But what the boss also has is a shit ton of stagger bars, so you can also kill the boss before he kills you. It's basically like every boss in this game is a kill them before they kill you. But what I love about this game's boss fights is that you have ways to control how fast they can kill you. You're like, as I said, throughout the railway, you can disable parts of the boss's passive, and now you can also avoid one attack pattern of the boss depending on which one you attack. So the gameplay is literally you trying to kill the boss as much as possible, avoiding one of the 3 attack patterns that you don't want to deal with, and then making sure you don't die. Simple as that. It's simple said than done, but I had my fun. Entire Refraction Railway, chef's kiss. I had a ton of fun with the entire boss. I beat in 95 turns, a little bit iffy. I didn't really think about the game that much. I just attack. I just bunga that. Had my fun. Had a few resets here and there so that I don't get cooked immediately, but you know, a lot of my time got sucked out of trying to fight again. A lot of my time got sucked out from the the nurse fathers, because they're really time consuming, and the Yinglong, because I was too fucking stupid to read their passives and didn't realize that I killed the spine. This could have been faster. I don't really care to get a faster run. All I care is getting all the rewards here and having my fair share of fun and difficulty. This Refraction Railway is so good. I generally love it so much.